Hello there, how are you doing? Welcome back to Worldwide Lights. So far, scientists have only studied permafrost viruses that infect single-celled organisms called amoebas, because these viruses are harmless and provide a good model for others that may be lurking under the ice. We will never risk isolating a virus eventually capable of infecting modern mammals, Clavery told Live Science in an email. We do not have formal proof that viruses other than amoeba-specific viruses could survive as long, but there would be no reason why not, because all viruses basically have the same property of being inert particles while outside their host cells. We do not wish to take the immense risk of starting a new pandemic with unknown zombie viruses from the distant past, just to demonstrate that we are right. From pathogens resurrected from clumps of mammoth wool to particles hiding in the petrified intestines of a Siberian wolf, here are 5 viruses that scientists have pulled from the permafrost. Number 1. Pithovirus sibericum. Pithovirus sibericum is one of the biggest viruses ever found. At about 1.5 micrometers long, it's about the size of a small bacterium and belongs to a group known as giant viruses, which are double-stranded DNA viruses that are, with some exceptions, visible under a light microscope. P. sibericum looks like a thick-walled oval with an opening at one end and is capped by a cork structure and a honeycomb-like grid. Scientists hunting for unknown pathogens discovered P. sibericum nestled deep inside a core of ancient Siberian permafrost that was extracted in 2000 from Kolyma in the Russian Far East. They resurrected the 30,000-year-old virus by exposing a permafrost sample to amoebas, which are the only known P. sibericum hosts. The virus is harmless to humans and other animals. Our protocol is to put amoeba cultures in the lab in contact with various samples, in the hope that they will contain viruses capable of infecting amoebas, Clavery said. The researchers named the virus after the Greek word pithos, which refers to large containers, or amphoras, used by the ancient Greeks to store wine and food. They published their results in a 2014 study in the journal PNAS. Number 2. Mollivirus sibericum. Mollivirus sibericum was found frozen in the same 30,000-year-old Siberian permafrost sample as P. sibericum. M. sibericum particles are smaller than those of P. sibericum, 0.6 to 1.5 micrometers in length, but they too are visible under a light microscope and qualify as giant viruses. The roughly spherical virus is surrounded by a hairy protective layer and can produce and release 200 to 300 new viral particles from each amoeba it infects. Although M. sibericum poses no danger to humans and other animals, the discovery of 2 ancient viruses in a single sample suggests that dormant pathogens may often lurk in permafrost, researchers cautioned in a 2015 study published in the journal PNAS. Number 3. Pithovirus mammoth. Pithovirus mammoth is the second strain of pithovirus on record and was isolated from a clump of 27,000-year-old, petrified mammoth wool unearthed on the banks of the Yana River in the Russian Far East. P. mammoth has a large and elongated particle that measures 1.8 micrometers in length and displays a similar cork-like structure as P. sibericum. Amoebas are its only host. Clavery and his colleagues described P. mammoth in a study published earlier this year. That research identified 13 zombie viruses revived from Siberian permafrost, 3 of which, P. mammoth, megavirus mammoth, and pandoravirus mammoth, were discovered in the same prehistoric sample containing mammoth wool. Number 4. Pandoravirus mammoth. P. mammoth is a strain of the Pandoraviridae family of viruses, which constitute the vast majority of viruses revived from permafrost. Pandoraviruses are amoeba-infecting, giant viruses that have large, amphora-shaped particles measuring up to 1.2 micrometers in length. Researchers discovered P. mammoth in the 27,000-year-old frozen sample of mammoth wool from the Yana riverbank and in the 28,600-year-old petrified content of a mammoth stomach in the Lyakhovsky Islands off the coast of northeastern Russia. Number 5. Pandoravirus yedoma. Pandoravirus yedoma is the oldest virus resurrected from permafrost to date. Researchers discovered the 48,500-year-old amoeba-infecting pathogen in icy deposits under a lake in Ukekialas in the Russian Far East. P. yedoma is one of the 13 zombie viruses described in the study, published February 18 in the journal Viruses, and has a large egg-shaped particle that measures 1 micrometer in length. Researchers date viruses locked in permafrost using radiocarbon, which is a radioactive type of carbon that decays at a known rate and can help determine the age of organic materials. In samples older than 50,000 years, however, the remaining amount of radioactive carbon is so small that current techniques cannot accurately date the material. So guys, this was all about today's video. Share as much as you can, that really motivates us to create more content for you guys. With this, we end our video. Hope you liked the video.